Being alone has a power that very few people can handle. Stephen Atchison. Sorry if I butchered your name. But look, being alone isn't a bad thing. Society makes it seem like you gotta be outside, around people, in a relationship, or constantly socializing. But let me tell you now, it's something that I learned. It's okay to be alone. Matter of fact, it can be one of the best things for you. In one of my last videos, I talked about working in silence and how sometimes you gotta move without telling everybody your business, focusing on a goal and blocking out those distractions. And we're gonna add on to that by being comfortable with being alone. Because the truth is that you don't need to consistently be around people to feel like you need to be fulfilled. We live in a world where if you're alone too much, people are going to assume something is wrong with you. Why do you always like being by yourself? Why don't you go out as much? And I used to believe when people used to say stuff like that, I used to believe that you had to be outside or you had to be social and not antisocial, you know? And I'm a lover boy at heart. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I've always thought that I needed a connection or validation from other people. But growing up taught me that it's better to be alone than to chase things that aren't meant for you. Be real with yourself. Chasing people, chasing friendships, chasing a relationship, it gets exhausting. For what? To force a connection that isn't meant to last? To go through another heartbreak? To go through more pain? It's just not worth it. Now, I'm not saying that being alone is the same as being an introvert, because it's not. We need social interaction. We're all humans, and no one's meant to be completely isolated forever. There's a huge difference between choosing to be alone because you enjoy your own space and peace, and avoiding people because you're scared of socializing. Because one is self-care and the other is fear. You don't have to be introverted to enjoy your own company. You could be outgoing, you could be a social person and still want to value your alone time. Being alone isn't cutting everyone off from you. It's not relying on other people to bring you happiness. You don't have to be outside all the time. Social media will have you thinking that if you're not out partying every weekend, you're missing out. I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't have to be outside every single time. You don't have to go to every event. You don't have to go to every party, every social gathering, just because everyone is. It's okay to say no. It is okay to say no. Sometimes the best moments in your life happens when you are by yourself. You get to find out what you really love to do. You get time to focus on you. You get a break from the noise of the outside world. Sometimes the best ideas come to you when you're alone and focusing on yourself. And there's a lot of fake love out here. I'm sure we know. A lot of people show up for the good times. But when the bad times come and you need that support, people aren't going to show up. But you know who is going to show up? You are. So ask yourself this. Are you really missing out? Are you really saving yourself from fake friendships, fake energy, and wasted time? I'm going to tell you guys this little personal tidbit of mine. I thought, I had to chase friendships. I had to be in a relationship constantly to feel fulfilled. I thought that if I had the right people around me that I'd be happy. But I realized a lot of that wasn't true, and that the right people will come naturally. You don't got to chase anything that's not meant for you. The right friends, they'll find you. The right relationship, it'll come when it's time. The right opportunities, they'll happen when you're ready. But if you spend all your time chasing things that aren't going to value you, you're eventually going to just lose yourself in that process. And it's better to be alone than to have a bunch of people around you that are wrong for you. People who aren't going to support you when you need it. People are going to hit you up only when they need something. People who are going to constantly bring drama, negativity, and distractions into your life. Being alone doesn't mean you're lonely when you're focusing on bettering yourself. One of the biggest lessons I've learned was forcing things never work. If you have to beg for someone's attention, if you have to constantly prove your worth, if you have to force a connection that doesn't feel right, it's not meant for you. Everything in life happens when it's supposed to happen. You have those people that they only hit you up, like I said, when you need something or you really want to reach out to this person, and you only text them and they never really text you, and you see more blue bubbles than gray bubbles, or I mean, if you're on Android, you see more of text on the right side than on the left side. My bad, Android people. I ain't mean to dish y'all like that. My bad. But that's what I mean. Some of those people just aren't meant to be chased, you know? When you stop chasing and start trusting, that is what meant for you. It'll come when it comes, man. Life's gonna get a whole lot easier if you just stop chasing people. Let's talk about the benefits of being alone. You become more independent. You don't rely on other people for happiness. You learn more about yourself and figure out what truly makes you happy. You attract better people. You focus on yourself. The right people just gravitate towards you because they see that you're just doing better for yourself. You stop settling. You don't tolerate the fake relationships or relationships and get into them just to not feel alone. You actually just really do start vetting people, and you don't just settle because you don't want to be alone. And you gain a peace of mind. There's no drama. There's no fake energy. It's just you and your own peace. And whatever people you decide to bring along with you for the ride, you know? I mean, it happens all the time, you know? But once you realize that happiness doesn't depend on others, you unlock a whole new level of freedom. And like I said, at the end of the day, it is okay to be alone. It's okay to not always be outside. It's okay to work on yourself in silence. It's okay not to be in a relationship right now. It's okay to not have a big friend group. Because when you stop chasing and start focusing on yourself, life starts falling into place naturally. If you are a part of my younger audience, trust and believe. If you don't got that big friend group in high school, don't chase trying to be popular. It is not worth it at all. I'm telling you that right now. It is not worth it, man. I was never that popular in school, and people still gravitated towards me, but I found more real people not trying to chase being popular than if I was to just chase popularity. And then all of those people that were popular back in high school that were around me are now, we're all just regular ass people now, you know? If you're in a season right now where you feel alone, I feel alone right now, but look, for like, if you're in a season right now where you feel alone, don't see it as a bad thing. See it as a chance to grow, to reflect, to focus on you. The people in your life who are truly meant to be in your life will show up when the time is right. And until then, keep working, keep growing, and most importantly, keep enjoying your own company. And that's where I'll leave it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that bell so you guys are notified of videos that I upload. Do anything that you guys can to have my non-existent videos be seen. And with that, there's Zaya signing off.